Okay, today here I have to sell a Guild classical guitar. This is a Guild Mark IV from 1973. And this particular Guild classical Mark IV, it has a solid cedar top. And it's a rare model because it has the African Padauk back inside, as you can see here. Hopefully the beautiful grain of the African Padauk is, again, solid African Padauk on the back and the sides. The Mark IVs typically had black plastic bindings on both the top and the bottom. And this example, like I said, is a cedar top. It has a rosewood fretboard. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. An ebony fretboard. All the Mark IVs, 5s, and 6s had ebony fretboards. And the bridge is rosewood. That's what I was confused about. This is a rosewood bridge, and again, an ebony fretboard. And these are the original tuners, beautiful on here. They all work fine. They're in great shape. Now, when I got this guitar a bunch of years back, it came with a nice mark here. I don't know how that happened, but it hasn't affected anything. But it does have a gouge here, and some finish checking on top, and some dings. And on the back, it has some scratches and dings too. This particular guitar has some wear. It also had a guitar strap button in the back here. I removed that because I don't use a strap. And also here it had a hole for a strap button because I play classical guitar. And that's what this is. This is a classical guitar. It weighs I think it weighs around 4 pounds. It's fan braced, and it's from the Guild Classical Guitar, Westerly, Rhode Island factory. Check my YouTube videos and the listing for more detail on the Guild Classical guitars. But real quickly, Guild made a wonderful family of classical guitars back in the 60s, from 1961 through 1987, in 2 factories, the Hoboken, New Jersey factory and the Westerly, Rhode Island factory. This one came from the Westerly, Rhode Island factory. It's, again, a Mark IV. Now, the Mark I, II, and III, they were typically the student models. The 4, 5, and 6 were the fancier models because of the tone woods. And like I said, 1973, this is the year this one was produced. This is the first year and the first batch of Guild Mark IVs with the African Padauk tone woods for the back and sides. Now this is similar to a rosewood or a maple, it's different than a rosewood guitar or a maple guitar or a mahogany guitar. It has its own sound, and it's loud. It's pretty loud. Now the only technical issues with this guitar was when I got it, like I said a few years ago, it needed a neck reset. So I got the neck repaired, and I repaired the neck in the back here. And you can see here, see my pictures, there was some side cracking here that I repaired, and I also did a neck reset. And this works wonderful, plays wonderful. The action on the 12th fret is just under 4 millimeters on the 12th on the bass side, and just under 3 millimeters on the treble side. And there's plenty of room for action, plenty of room for adjustment on the saddle now. The top is excellent. It's nice and solid. There's no issues. Just has, like I said, some surface divot here. I don't know whatever happened to cause that gouge there, but you can see it right there. But again, this is a wonderful example of the Mark IVs. Now, the Mark IVs also are interesting because they came in a lot of variation of tone woods. Of all the Guild Classicals, the Mark IV is the one with the biggest range. They had 5 different tone woods. They came in Indian rosewood, Brazilian rosewood. They came in maple, African Padauk, which this example is. And the most common one is the flame pear wood. And so that's the other one. So there's 5 of them all together. I also read about ash, but I never saw an example of one of them. So the 4 main woods are the Brazilian and Indian rosewoods, the maple, the pear wood, and this African Padauk. So again, I'm going to play it now for you. I'm going to make sure it's tuned up real quick. Hang on here a second. These are brand new strings. I'll go up and down the neck, as well as play a quick little piece if I can. Like I said, this is a beautiful player's grade guitar. I won't say it's the greatest shape because of the scratches and dings, plus the neck reset. But again, this is perfect for a player, a basic player like me, okay? Alright, here's the bass side. It's really loud. Treble side. Plays nice. All right, here's the scales. So there you have it, a 1973 Guild Mark IV made from cedar and African Padauk for the back and sides. Good luck.